and hear me on this, right? You will realize this 6 months to 1 year from now. And let me make the following prediction about my country. My country today is a confident country. We are a country, we know the opportunities, the market is ours, the opportunities are ours. You, Jim, know. The talent is ours. You know our geostrategic location is ours. You know the maturity of our markets is ours, our democratic institutions, but most importantly, scale and size, Jim. Let me tell you, Jim, you're going to have to reckon to deal with a different India very soon. We are moving so fast. And of course, the steps that you're taking, I don't know, Jim, why you don't read the changed India. This is not the India you're used to dealing with 20 years back, which allowed Chinese imports at the cost of local industry. This is a different leadership. We're leading the world, Jim. The world is changing right before your eyes. Even where you sit tonight, Singapore will have to deal differently with our country. Our growth map is absolutely mapped out. There are going to be 2 economic superpowers post-COVID, Jim. Read it from me. China and India. And each country will defend each other's interests. We are giving the right stimulus. We have given the right financial liquidity. And the economic activity which was halted has been ring-fenced from hostile takeovers. You must realize tonight, I know heart of heart you know it, but you must say tonight that you're absolutely amazed at the nature of the Indian economic decision-making. Have the honesty, come on, Jim, have the honesty to say this is a brilliant response. What will you lose? What will you lose?
Arnab, if everything you said is true, what is India afraid of?
Nothing.
You just said you're one of the great countries in the world. Why are you closing off? Why are you afraid of
We're not closing.
Russia? Why are you afraid of
we're
Russia?
not closing. Are we closing, Aryaman Sundaram? I think he's using the wrong words tonight. We're not closing. We are talking to the world on our own terms.
Like to know.
This is not closing. Aryaman Sundaram's a top corporate Supreme Court lawyer. He's going to tell you tonight, this is not closing. This is telling the world, this is India, Bharat. We don't close. We are doing business with the world on our own terms.
Arnab.
Please tell Jim, reform him. Aryaman.
Arnab, I find it highly ironical. I find it highly ironical that the country which gifted the world COVID is now going to be the country which seeks to make the maximum economic profit out of it. Without a doubt, while an open international market is encouraged by every economic principle which countries are following today, at the same time, one cannot forget that charity does begin at home. Look, whether we like to accept it or not, the Chinese financial strength today is such that they're able to penetrate every single country and businesses in every single country. India itself was, and I repeat, and I emphasize, was protected to an extent to enable our country to get the economic strength it needed, which is why we had the various FDI regulations. Now, don't forget that constitutionally and otherwise, it is well open to the government of India to decide on the exigencies of a situation whether to bring a curb on foreign investment or not. And one of the very great reasons to bring a curb on foreign investment is if it's going to affect the domestic economy in any way. And I think it is imperative, it is the duty of this country to protect its own domestic economy in such a way to ensure that it does not in any way affect our future economic prospects and encourage the economic prospects of another country.